It has been an interesting stretch at the Remai Modern Art Gallery in Saskatoon, and they are moving into the future as they have announced a new head of exhibitions and collections slash chief curator at the Remai Modern. Very happy today to be joined by Michelle Jacques, who joins us from Victoria, British Columbia. Michelle, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to chat with us. Let's dive right into it. What made you decide that you wanted to take on this position and leave what is probably very nice weather for what might not be quite as nice weather?
I have been given ample warning about the weather in Saskatoon, but I think I can bear it. And to be honest, the Remai Modern is an institution that I have been following for some time. Of course, the new building is extremely attractive and enticing for people who work in museums and like to work in nice spaces. But really, what made me start thinking about leaving Victoria and really considering joining the Remai Modern team as a realistic next step was the team that I saw being built there. Tara Hogue, the new curator of Indigenous art, is somebody that I've worked with here on the West Coast, and I know Aileen Burns, one half of the new directorship. I've known her for a really long time, and I could just see that a really compelling team was being put together at the museum.
Well, that's certainly good to hear. I think we here in Saskatoon are certainly very proud of what still feels like a relatively new museum to us, but it's good that we're getting that outside perspective, and people who work in the art world are also recognizing the good things that are going on here. Let's learn a little bit more about you. Do you mind telling us a bit about your background in the art world?
Sure. I started working in public art museums 2 weeks after I finished my undergraduate degree in
Wow.
art history many, many years ago. I got a foot in the door job at the Art Gallery of Ontario and worked in membership and volunteer services and human resources before doing graduate work in art history and eventually joining the curatorial department at the AGO. And I worked there for many years, bouncing back and forth a little bit between the contemporary and Canadian departments there. I've also worked in artist run centers, sometimes as a volunteer, but I was the director of programming at a place called the Center for Art Tapes in Halifax for a couple of years. So I do have this kind of broad ranging background working in historical art, contemporary art, Center for Art Tapes focused on media art. So I think that proves that I love all kinds of art, and I think that's a good background for a chief curator to have.
Yeah, it sounds like it for sure. That diversity, I think, will serve you well at the Ramey Modern, where there are a variety of things seemingly going on at all
Mhm.
times. Have you had a chance yet to start thinking about your vision for the Ramey? What you think you'll bring to it, and what you would like this museum to evolve into over the next several years?
Well, it is definitely early days, but in my conversations with the directors so far, we have started talking about really bringing focus to that programming vision, that artistic vision for the Ramey Modern. I'm looking forward to being on the ground and being able to talk to the curatorial team and other colleagues around the museum about what that vision looks like. But certainly, the things that I'm thinking about are how to bring into focus this very specific naming of the museum as modern, um, how to bring that into conversation with the very interesting location in the Canadian prairies, and thinking about the incredibly active and vibrant artistic scene, not just contemporary, but historical, that is so specific to that place. and how to sort of tie all of that together with the opportunities that such a beautiful, large, and frankly well resourced building provides for bringing the best of the art world to Saskatoon. So, that's a way of answering your question without putting a lot of specifics
Sure.
into my answer, but I think that it's safe to say that in my conversations with the directors, that's what we're thinking about, how to tie all of those things together and make it a place that is very relevant to the local community.
Well, congratulations on the new role. From everything we've heard and read, certainly sounds like the Ramey Modern has made a great hire with you, Michelle Jakes. Thank you for joining us, and looking forward to meeting with you and working with you as you arrive here in Saskatoon and assume this new job.
Thank you. Thank you. I look forward to meeting you too.